Whatever your goal is, whether it's freedom, finances, growth, reaching 6 figures, reaching 7 figures, I genuinely wish that every single web designer starting their web design business could watch this video. I'm going to be sharing with you 3 really important lessons that once I fixed within my business, it really set me on the upward trajectory to actually making decent money within my business. So I generally feel like what I have to say today is going to help you too. I certainly wish I knew this when I got started. These certainly make the needle move forward, or move the needle forward, should I say. And even if you are a web designer already, established within your business but still struggling, I think these 3 points here are going to help you as well, because if you are struggling to find clients or make decent money within your web design business, these 3 things are certainly going to help you. Now, before we dive into them, if you haven't done so already, please do hit subscribe. I'd really appreciate that if you haven't done so already. Let me know down in the comments as well, guys, how you're getting on with your web design business. I'd love to hear more and see if there's anything I can do to help. Now with all that done, let's move into it. Let's move into these 3 things that help you move the needle forward. And I certainly wish that I knew when getting started within my web design business. Now, the first thing is fewer services. Okay, it might sound counterintuitive, certainly if you are a web designer that are looking to make more money within your business. The simplest, or the thing that you may go to first, is to add more services, because if you can open up your service offering, then surely you're going to acquire more customers, you're going to attract more clients, and therefore make more money. But that's not the case. Actually, offering more services is definitely just going to dilute what it is that you are good at. It's going to spread you much thinner as well. Even if it is attractive to add new shiny services to your current service offering, just don't do it. Have you heard of the jack of all trades, master of none? Okay, that certainly plays true here. If you're offering a lot of different services, then you really can't be that good at any of them, and your customers or potential customers are going to see that as well. Certainly in this day and age where the competition is very, very high, you're going to do much better if you can focus on 1, 2, or 3 services at most, and just really focus and become an authority and the best within those 1, 2, 3 areas. The power of 3 services can work really, really well, especially if they are all complementing each other. When I got started, the only service that I did offer was website design, and that was it. Okay, and I was very, very good, and still am very, very good at website design. It's kind of the bread and butter of my agency. But as I've grown, I've increased this service offering, and I made the mistake of trying to add everything I possibly could. I added logo design, graphic design, brochure design, animated banners, Facebook ads, and then that later grew into also adding SEO and Google ads and social media management. Okay, there were so many services in my business, I didn't know what was going on, and actually it was quite a turn off for customers because I generally wasn't any good at any of them. Okay, so that's why I say no more than 3. Focus on 3 and become really, really good at them. At this point in our agency, we've got 3 main services. We've got website design and we've got SEO. Now the SEO complements the website design. It's the marketing side of having a website. We also have maintenance packages. Again, that complements the website design because we are able to help our customers maintain the health and well-being of their website or their WordPress website, and make sure that it's continuously up and running, backed up, fast, secure, and up to date. So take that as inspiration, or certainly go away and have a look at what 3 core services that you could add to your businesses that complement each other and just make you really, really attractive. How can you make this offer so attractive to the point where if you saw it, you would want to buy it? That's the key thing. You want to make this offer so attractive that a customer will come and buy it from you. Okay, so don't go nuts on the services. Keep it to either 1, 2, maximum of 3 services within your business. Having fewer services is definitely going to help you in the long run. Okay, number 2, that is making sure that you're pricing correctly. Now, I always say there's 2 different ways to price it. You've got pricing when getting started is going to be different to when you are pretty much fully established and comfortable within your business. When you're just getting started, you have the right to price lower. Okay, yes, you want to make good money within your business, but if you are just getting started, just price at the point where you are happy to receive the amount of money that you're going to receive from the customer, and just do a bloody good job. Okay, focus on the experience, making the customer happy, and getting that testimonial or case study. Okay, if you have to get those 3 things at a lower price point, then so be it, because it's going to help you a lot more in the future. Now, if you have a few projects under your belt and you have those case studies, you have testimonials, and you have this experience, then you certainly should be pricing yourself properly, okay? Understanding value. At the point in which you have all of those things, you don't want to continuously price yourself low, because if you're pricing yourself, for example, at a few $100s or pounds per website, you're going to need to service a lot of websites to reach a goal of, say, 6 figures, okay? To earn £100,000 or $100,000 per year, that's a bloody lot of websites priced at £500, $500, okay? Okay, now if you price yourself at, say, £5,000 per website, then you're only going to need to do 2 a month in order to make 120 grand, okay? So that alone is going to set you on the right direction. It's going to put you down the right path to reaching a financial goal that you may have set. A mistake I made in the beginning was just not having the confidence to price higher. And I know a lot of you will struggle with this too. You believe that there's maybe a lot of competition out there, or you're not worthy of charging a higher price, okay? And it generally just comes down to confidence, okay? I'm telling you that if you have experience with servicing web design, you have the right to charge a higher fee. Charge what you're worth, understand your worth, and make sure you're charging for it. When you know your worth, you could potentially introduce value-based pricing and just price based on the value that you're bringing to a business. Okay, there are plenty of ways that you can price for websites, but you need to make sure that you're pricing right in order to reach your goals. Reverse engineer the figures if you need to. Okay, if you have a goal of £100,000, set your price point at £5,000. That's 20 websites throughout the year that you need to make, okay, which is definitely achievable. Now, even if you made one website per month at £5,000 and then had an additional service of, say, SEO, or even maintenance packages to help bump up that monthly recurring revenue, then you're going to have a much better chance of reaching that financial figure too. Services like SEO and maintenance plans, they allow you to bring in money to your agency or to your business every single month using recurring revenue, because they're a recurring revenue service. Customer will pay you every single month for you to upkeep their SEO. They'll pay you every single month to maintain their website. And that is almost guaranteed money coming into your business every single month. Things start to become more predictable. Now, I certainly wish I knew that when I got started, because all of my income was coming through via my websites, and there was this stage of feast of famine, and which was horrible. Every single month I didn't know if a project was coming in. I would have to bust my ass to try and sign up a new customer in order to just make the same amount of money each month, okay? It was very, very difficult to grow. That with not charging enough, you can see how much of a disaster that was. So if you really want to fix that, if you want to move the needle forward, you need to be not only pricing yourself properly, but you need to introduce things like monthly recurring revenue service as well to help you reach that financial goal. Okay, so there's the first two things. We've got fewer services and we've got pricing correctly. Now moving on to the third thing, that is delegation. Now I am still getting better at this, if I'm honest, but ultimately you need to be prepared to delegate. If you want to scale, if you want to grow, if you want to earn lots of money within your business, if you want the freedom, if you want to remove yourself from the business, you have to be prepared to delegate your work to somebody who is capable of doing it. Build yourself a team. Now, this doesn't have to be by way of employment. You can actually go on the likes of Fiverr, Upwork, Facebook groups. There are plenty of freelancers out there that you can build relationships with and contract them per project. So for example, if you land a website project, you could contract someone to take care of the design. You could contract someone else to take care of the development. And if you can find those at a cost-effective price, then ultimately you can still mark that up and make a profit without doing any of the work. Okay, which sounds awesome. This is something that I didn't know when getting started. I thought that you had to hire a team, you had to hire them in-house, bring them into your company, pay them a salary, but that's not the case. You can build relationships with freelancers and build a team of contractors to help service and fulfill your work. You literally cannot do everything, okay? I heard an analogy the other day about a restaurant, okay? When you go into a restaurant, you don't see the owner of the restaurant cooking the food, taking your order, serving you, cleaning up, all of that stuff. They have a team of staff that take care of that for you. And the same thing goes for your business, okay? Even if you're a solopreneur or a freelancer and you want to start creating more freedom within your business, I definitely recommend that you look at delegating and hiring out to a team of contractors. If you're not entirely sure what it is that you want to be hiring out, then start off with hiring out the things that you generally don't like doing. Or if you're completely honest with yourself and self-aware, hire out the things that you know that you're not very good at. For me, it was things like lead generation. I didn't like doing that, so I hired a virtual assistant that was able to build out the lead list and then email that lead list in order to build out inquiries. Okay, that was something that I did very early on in my business. That later then progressed to finding a developer to build the websites for me, because I much preferred designing them. I needed someone to build them. I found a developer, still have that ongoing relationship with them, and it works out very, very well. I've recently found a designer to take care of the design because I'm at the point where I'm ready to hand that off. So my point is, you don't have to get rid of everything at once, but start figuring out what it is that you can take or get off your plate, so you're not doing it all, because very quickly you're going to become overwhelmed, you're going to burn out, and you're just not going to have the passion or desire to want to even be in your business, let alone grow it. So those are the 3 things that I wish I knew when getting started. Those are the 3 things, if you can get right, you're certainly going to move the needle forward within your business and start growing. You're going to start giving yourself more money. You're going to be in a much better financial situation. You're going to have more time freedom. Everything that makes this business model amazing. Okay, having an online business is fantastic if you do it right, but you have to do those things right. They are lessons that I wish I learned very, very early on, and if I was to start again, I would certainly focus on those 3 things. Now, these are all things that I teach my students within the Agency Alchemist program, and if you are interested in learning more or reaching the next level within your business, or even receiving a more personalized way of coaching, then I definitely invite you to go and check that out. There is a link down in the description. Now, there's an end screen coming up anywhere now with more valuable videos for you to go and check out. If you haven't done so already, please do hit that subscribe button. I'd super appreciate it. Hit like if you found this valuable, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.